Governor Cuomo says New York is now testing 16,000 people a day for coronavirus. That is more than any other state in the country. He says he's now focused on making sure there are enough hospital beds in the city for those in need and on getting healthy people back to work.
We are today issuing an emergency order that says to all hospitals, you must increase your capacity by 50%. You must. Mandatory directive from the state. I also asked for the FDA to expedite the approval of an experimental drug that we are working on here in the state of New York. We also have to start to plan the pivot back to economic functionality, right? You can't stop the economy forever. So we have to start to think about, does everyone stay out of work? Should young people go back to work sooner? Can we test for those who had the virus, resolved, and are now immune? And can they start to go back to work?
Governor also says hospital supplies have been delivered to the Javits Center on the west side, where FEMA is working on setting up a temporary hospital as we speak right now. He mentioned two specific initiatives that are being met with hope and with optimism. One of them deals with the economy. The other deals with the disease itself. CBS 2's Tony Aiello has this.
It is a sobering sight on East Post Road, a triage tent to screen people who may have novel coronavirus. Medical professionals doing their jobs at a dangerous time.
You guys holding up okay?
Yeah, how you been?
Good, good. Approaching White Plains Hospital, you immediately see the extent to which treating COVID-19 patients is dominating operations.
Municipal meters have been bagged to create overflow parking for emergency room patients. Even as Governor Cuomo detailed efforts to create more ICU and hospital beds, he also spoke about New York getting approval for an experimental treatment. A serum made from antibodies of those who've recovered will be given to ill patients. Neurosurgeon Ezriel Cornell, himself currently recovering from COVID-19, describes the theory behind the treatment.
Now with the antibodies in, it should fight those viruses. It should be able to recognize the COVID-19 virus and destroy it so it can't replicate and make a person more ill. And there's a very good possibility that it will work.
Cuomo also talked about developing a New York forward plan to balance economic and public health concerns and restart the economy as circumstances allow. That cheers Armonk restaurant owner Mark Mazzata.
I expected that maybe in a few weeks, but for him to be already thinking that, discussing that, coming up with a plan to get consumers to start to consume and get the economy rolling again.
New York is on pause, an eerie and anxious time. In White Plains, Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
Now to the city where the mayor